Well, another day, another dollar. Or should I say another day, another nickel?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When
Well,
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the
I'm gonna
correct way
try
to the
harder
meeting
this
room,
time.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Do not
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
go
lounge
the other
first,
way.
just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. What is this? Am I allowed in here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. Let's see. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for jumping off the cargo. Well, I don't have that kind of money. I see. Ooh, I can drive that. Is it operational? I can't tell. It's got a couple sticks. At least that I can tell. If only I could see it better. Do I have to manually shift the forks? Like a man?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
True.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I'm jumping.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who's that?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's that? Can I fall between that crap?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Click.
She's been waiting.
Who? Who's been waiting? Martha Stewart? So... I think there's only 2 sticks. Only 2 sticks? Well... This doesn't make any sense. I don't think this forklift is anatomically correct. Well, that's just silly. I'm gonna refund this game. Oh, it's black.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hello, Oprah? Who's that?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
What?
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Of course
They'd
not.
want to
That's
commit
silly.
Their life to you.
Ha!
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
Exactly.
I'm trying to get you to see something.
You're right.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Couldn't pring me with that one.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Press.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him. and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
It's telling me to do
Look
things.
at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
This is my
Now
job.
he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Where's my lunch?
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's
Hello.
chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
The mannequin has toes.
And so he
TV?
began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend some time
So
with the
he
boys.
went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And
Really?
down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
A yellow
and down
line?
another was a game with a baby.
A baby?
And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I won't. I'm not gonna do it. But am I independent for not doing it, or am I independent if I do it? What do I do? Which one makes me my which one is my choice? And which one is the one that I'm being told to do? I'm being given mixed signals. Well, I guess I'm going to work.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. What are you trying to tell me? Loading. Well, off I go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way
Well-
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Sure is.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. Loading.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh,
Okay.
no, it's to the right, my mistake. No,
What?
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
What
It's
were you
clearly-
thinking?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This
Okay.
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you're here to open that for me. Disembodied voice. Down I go.
No.
Wait.
This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Oh.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay. Okay. Well, time to play the Stanley Parable.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Think I can jump
I'm
off that
still- Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you
No.
move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
You wrote this?
Right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want that room. Oh, it's the back rooms. Okay. If I were to pick, I would go this way. I don't know why. Oh boy. Oh. Maybe this is right, yeah.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. I'll never know what's behind that next door. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
My
Stanley
arms
decided
itchy.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse.
I don't have a
I might
choice
be
now.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I don't mind that at all.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The
Oh.
story. Here it comes.
Okay.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Just putting
Do you
loose
remember,
boxes.
Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were
On a
supposed to
pouch.
be doing, how about this? You win!
Thanks.
Congratulations!
Ah.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I
Yeah.
don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Loading.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
I see
Just
that.
follow the line. How simple is that?
I see it's also trademarked. It's a line. Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward,
Didn't you
Stanley, to destiny.
It didn't used
Nope.
to be over here.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Okay.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Neither am I.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah. That'll do it. Am I almost there? This line trademark sure is funky. Oh. Whoa, hello. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if that was right.
wait. Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Okay.
You won't want to miss anything.
All right.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay.
Oh,
And we're back here again.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Loading.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
You're still telling me what to do. Why can't I
Now,
go where I want to
yes,
go?
this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Alright. I know what I want it to be.
Oh, no, not you again.
I want the
Stanley,
line.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Sure thing.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to
I'm really
lead
good at
somewhere,
this.
which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Thanks.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Cool. I love being given options.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
I
I'm not
guess.
quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Okay. Okay.